Hey, if you're an international student coming to KTH and need to find housing on your own, well, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll cover where to start your search, which options to consider, and some important tips to avoid common mistakes along the way. Before we jump into the practical steps, let's talk about what to expect. Finding housing in Stockholm takes time, especially when you're searching from abroad. Many students successfully find accommodation on their own, but it requires patience, flexibility, and keeping an open mind about locations and housing types. The earlier you start, the better prepared you'll be. So, with all that in mind, let's look at exactly where to begin. Your first stop should be KTH's housing web pages. Here, you'll find useful information, including trusted websites for private subletting and tips on protecting yourself from scams, which we'll talk about more in a moment. While you're getting started, make sure to register for student housing queues right away, especially SSSB, Stockholm's student housing organization. Even if you don't get an offer immediately, joining early builds up your queue days, which will help you later. Most students find their first place through private ads, then move into student housing after a semester or two, once they've accumulated enough queue days. So it's really a two-step process for many people. Another valuable resource is our KTH community on the Going app. Through the app, you can join our official housing group to connect with other admitted students, share tips, and maybe even find a roommate. Building your new network in Stockholm early can be incredibly helpful. Now, let's talk about the private housing search and how to stay safe while doing it. Since many of you will find housing through subletting, it's really important to know how to protect yourself from scams. Start by choosing platforms that verify landlords, manage contracts, and handle payments securely. You'll find a list of recommended sites on KTH's housing pages. Stick to those. Here's the golden rule. If a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. Never send money before seeing the property or signing a legitimate contract. Watch out for red flags, like if someone pressures you to pay immediately, refuses to show ID or proper documentation they are allowed to sublet, avoids answering your questions, or communicates unclearly. Always verify the address is real. If possible, visit in person, or ask someone you trust in Stockholm to check it out for you. And remember that network we mentioned, building through the Going app? This is where it really pays off. You might be surprised how helpful fellow students can be. Now that we've covered safety, let's talk about another way to maximize your housing options: being flexible with location. When it comes to location, flexibility is your friend. KTH's main campus is located in central Stockholm, but that doesn't mean you need to live right in the center. Many students choose to settle in the surrounding neighborhoods where rent tends to be more affordable. Plus, commuting is rarely a problem, since Stockholm's metro and commuter trains connect the wider region quickly and efficiently. So don't limit yourself to only central Stockholm. Expand your search to surrounding areas further out on the metro lines or even commuter train lines, and you'll find significantly more options within your budget. Speaking of budget, let's look at some practical ways previous students have saved money and made the housing search work for them. So first, consider sharing accommodation. It not only reduces costs significantly, but also helps you make friends faster and settle into Stockholm more easily. Second, cast a wide net. Search in multiple areas around Stockholm simultaneously, not just one neighborhood at a time. Some students also choose a hybrid approach. They find temporary housing when they first arrive, then continue searching once they're physically in Stockholm. This strategy takes the pressure off finding the perfect place immediately and lets you explore neighborhoods and accommodations in person. And here's one more insider tip. Most student apartments come unfurnished. Buying furniture and kitchen items secondhand in stores or online is incredibly common here. You might even find people who give them away for free, saving you lots of money. For more detailed experiences and advice from students, check out the accommodation section of KTH's International Students blog. You'll find real stories and practical tips that go beyond what we can cover in this video. So, to bring it all together, start early, use multiple platforms, stay flexible with both location and housing types, and always be cautious when renting privately. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your housing search. See you in Stockholm!